Mr. Nose at home? Thank you. Is Mrs. Nose at home? Thank you. Is Vicky Nose at home? Huh? 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 What? Okay. Your turn.
Mr. Dog at home? Mr. Dog? Daisy Dog? Happy family!
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why.
Yeah, boy.
Another one.
Nice.
You're bad, babe. You double-faced entendre. Life goes on and 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 on. On and 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 on. On and 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 on. On and 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 on. Babe, you best believe it. I'ma rip you up to pieces. I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I light this place on fire.
Today, the game I've chosen is Blackjack. It is a poker game that requires 21 or more than the opponent's total to win the game. Now I'm going to show the basics on Blackjack and how to win. This is an ace, which can be counted as 1 or 11 in total of your deck. And next, from cards 2 through 10 are scored using their face values. And Jack, Queen, Kings are all equal to 10. So now I'm going to show an example of how a blackjack game works. As you can see, the decks above the dealer has to cover one card and reveal one card to the players. Players can draw any amount of cards as long as it's not over 21, but as you see, 4th player he went over 21, so it is called a bust and he loses the game. After the player decides not to draw any more cards, the dealer reveals their card. So as you can see, the dealer has 19 total of his cards, and player 2 has lower value than the dealer's card, so they loses. And for player 3, they have higher value than the dealer, so they win the game.
Cluedo, a game most people have heard of but probably never played before. In Cluedo, the players each take the roles of 1 of 6 guests. Cassandra Scarlett, a famous celebrity, Jacob Green, a man with many connections, Jack Mustard, a former celebrity football player, Diane White, a former famous child actor, Victor Plum, a self-made video game developer, and Eleanor Peacock, a wealthy woman. The owner of the mansion was killed by someone in a room with a weapon. The guests must find out who the killer is, otherwise they might be next. At the start of the game, players are given rumor cards, and these rumor cards have rooms, weapons, and guests on them. Once a turn, players can start a rumor of their player tokens in a room to narrow down the answer. An example of this would be Green being in the kitchen and saying, "I think Eleanor Peacock killed the host in the kitchen with a knife." If a player has a rumor card that is either Eleanor Peacock, the kitchen, or the knife, that player has to show only one of their rumor cards with only the player who started the rumor. When a player thinks they know who killed the host, where the host was killed, and what the host was killed with, they can go to the middle of the board to make an accusation. After making the accusation, the player must check the answer inside the envelope. If the answer is correct, they win the game. But if the answer is wrong, then the player who made the accusation is out of the game and cannot do anything else apart from disproving rumors. However, the killer isn't just going to sit on the keister and do nothing. When players are moving in between rooms, they can land on spaces with question marks, and upon landing on these spaces, the player must draw an intrigue card. There are 2 types of intrigue cards: clock cards and keeper cards. Keeper cards are power-ups that can be used whenever the player wants and are single-use items. Clock cards, on the other hand, are heralds of death. There are 8 clock cards in the deck, and whenever a player draws a clock card, it is put to the side of the board for everyone to see. When the last clock card is drawn, the player who drew the card was killed by the murderer. When a player is killed by the murderer, all their rumor cards are shown to everyone else. Well, hopefully it isn't a clock card. There's only one left. God damn it! Hi there.